Hello and welcome to Digital Signal Processing online lecture series. Myself Reema Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's session, we are going to consider the topic linear convolution and its examples from the unit number 2, that is discrete time signals and system. Okay, in previous session we have seen the types of or methods of linear convolution, its formula, and we have seen one example of mathematical method. We are going to see another variant of that example for that method only, that is a mathematical method in this session. So let's start. This is the linear convolution formula which we have seen in previous session. The formula is y of n equals to summation of k equals to minus infinite to infinite x of k into h of n minus k, where x of n is the input signal, h of n is the impulse response of the system, and y of n is the output system function. Okay. We have seen the methods of computing linear convolution. There are three methods. First one, mathematical method, second, tabulation method, and the third one is graphical method. And we are seeing over here the mathematical method. Okay. So let's consider one more example for the same method. In previous lecture, we have studied the example in which there were four values, that is x of n and h of n had four values with the initial position or the zeroth value at the first value only, right? Now here we are considering the variant of such examples. So here the data is x of n, that is equals to 1, 2, 1. Now here the arrow is given at the second position, that means this indicates the zero position, right, or origin position, and h of n is given as 2, 1, 0. Again the arrow is given at this, right? So first of all we need to define the range of this. That means we need to define two values, that is the value of n, so that we can define the range of n. Then we need to define the value of k, or else range of k. Okay. So first of all we are going to define the range of n, right? So for that we will find the higher range of n and lower range of n, right? So for higher range we are going to consider the higher range for x of n plus higher range of h of n, right? So here as you can see, as the arrow is at the second position, it is the zeroth position. This is first and this is second. Sorry, this is minus 1. Okay. This indicates zero position. This is plus 1 and this is minus 1. Okay. So higher value for x, that is 1, and higher range for h of n, that is also 1. So that will be equals to 2. Right. Now lower range, that is equals to xl, or else lower range for x of n and lower range for h of n. Lower range for x of n is what? Minus 1 plus this is also minus 1. So that will be equals to minus 2, right? So the range of n is minus 2 to 2, right? So we have to vary the range from minus 2 to 2. That means we will have to find the range for n equals to minus 2, then minus 1, then 0, 1 and 2. Okay. Now we need to define the range of k. And we know that k range depends on the range of x of n. That means it will be the same to that of x of n. And x of n range is minus 1 to 1. So k's range will be minus 1 to 1. Okay. Now let's start with the first value, that is n equals to minus 2. Using the convolution formula, that is y of n equals to summation of k equals to minus 1 to 1 x of k into h of n minus k, right? So here we are getting what? Y of minus 2, because n equals to, we have taken minus 2, right? So y of minus 2 equals to summation of k equals to minus 1 to 1, that is equals to x of k into h of minus 2 minus k, right? Now let us vary the range. First of all we are placing k equals to minus 1. So x of minus 1 into h of minus 2 minus 1. That means minus 2 plus 1. That will give you minus 1. plus x of 0 into h of minus 2 minus 0. That means minus 2 plus x of 1 into h of minus 2 minus 1. That is minus 3, right? So here it will be x of minus 1. X of minus 1 is what? 1 into h of minus 1. H of minus 1 is also what? 2 plus x of 0. X of 0 is 2 and h of minus 2 is not there. So it will be 0. So 2 into 0 plus x of 1 is 1 and h of minus 3 is not given, so it is 0. So y of minus 2 is 2, right? Okay. Similarly, now we will take n equals to minus 1 with the range k equals to minus 1 to 1. Okay. So now next n equals to minus 1. So for n equals to minus 1, we will get y of minus 1, that is equals to summation of k equals to minus 1 to 1 x of k into h of n minus k, where n is what? Minus 1. So minus 1 minus k. Now let us take k equals to minus 1. So x of minus 1 into h of minus 1 minus minus 1. So that will be equals to 0 because minus 1 plus 1. Okay. Now plus x of 0 into h of minus 1 minus 0, that is h of minus 1 plus x of 1 into h of minus 1 minus 1, that is equals to minus 2. Okay. Now x of minus 1 is what? So as we have seen over here, x of n is 1 to 1 and h of n is 210, right? So x of n equals to 1 to 1 and h of n equals to 210, right? So let us consider the values. X of minus 1, that is 1, h of 0, that is 1, plus x of 0, 2, h of minus 1, 2, plus x of 1, 1, and h of minus 2 is not there, so it will be 0. So the value of y of minus 1, that is equals to 1 plus 4, that is 5. Okay. Now n equals to 0. So for n equals to 0, we will get y of 0, that is equals to summation of k equals to minus 1 to 1 x of k into h of 0 minus k, or else you can say minus k, right? So now x of minus 1 into h of minus k, that means minus of minus 1, that is equals to plus 1, plus x of 0 into h of minus 0, also you can say h of 0, plus x of 1 into h of minus 1. Okay. So x of minus 1 is what? 1, h of 1 is 0, plus x of 0 is 2 and h of 0 is 1, plus x of 1 is 1 and h of minus 1 is 2, right? So the values will be 2 plus 2, that is equals to 4. So y of 0 equals to 4, right? Now we will take n equals to 1 and n equals to 2. Okay. X of n is what? 1 to 1 and h of n is 210. Okay. So now let's take n equals to 1. For that we will get y of 1, that is equals to summation of k equals to minus 1 to 1 x of k into h of 1 minus k. Okay. So first x of minus 1 into h of 1 minus minus 1, that is 1 plus 1 is 2, plus x of 0 into h of 1 minus 0, that is h of 1, plus x of 1 into h of 1 minus 1, that is h of 0. Okay. x of minus 1. X of minus 1 is what? 1. H of 2. H of 2 is not there, so it is 0. Plus x of 0. X of 0 is what? 2. H of 1. H of 1 is 0. Plus x of 1. X of 1 is 1. And h of 0. H of 0 is 1. Right? So the answer will be 1. So here y of 1, that will be equals to 1. Okay. Now n equals to 2. So for that y of 2, that will be equals to summation of k equals to minus 1 to 1 x of k into h of 2 minus k. Okay. So that will be equals to x of minus 1 into h of 2 minus minus 1. That means minus minus plus 2 plus 1, that is 3. Plus x of 0 into h of 2 minus 0, that is h of 2. Then x of 1 into h of 2 minus 1, that is h of 1. Okay. So x of minus 1 is what? 1. H of 3 is not there, so it is 0. X of 0 is 2. H of 2 is not there, so it is 0. Plus x of 1. X of 1 is what? 1. And h of 1 is 0, right? So the answer will be 0. Okay. So y of 2, that is equals to 0. Alright. Now we need to write down the answer according to the values we have obtained. So the answer, that will be equals to y of n, that is equals to the values ranging from minus 2 to 2. So let's see these values. We have obtained n equals to minus 2 as 2, then 5, 4, 1, 0. So 2, 5, 4, 1, 0 is the answer. 2, 5, 4, 1 and 0. But here arrow will be at the position where n equals to 0, and at n equals to 0, y of 0 is what? 4. So this is the answer of convolution output, or else linear convolution output. Okay. Now in next session we will study the next method, that is our tabulation method. Okay. Now in this data, maybe let us consider one more data. Let's say for example x of n is given to you 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay. And h of n is given to you like 2, 1, 0, 0. Okay. And the arrow is given at the last position. Here the arrow is given at the middle position, right? So in any example, while finding linear convolution using mathematical method, you need to define the range of n and k. So for this particular example, n will be equals to for the range of higher and lower. So higher range will be what? We will consider the higher range for x of n plus h of n, right? So over here the higher range is what? Minus 1, 0, sorry, 0, minus 1, minus 2, this is 1, 2, this is 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So higher range will be here 2, here it is 0. So plus 2 plus 0, that is equals to 2, and lower range is what? Here the lower range is minus 2 and it is minus 3. So minus 2 plus minus 3, that is equals to minus 5, right? So the range of n will be equals to minus 5 to 2. So we need to vary the value of n from minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So from minus 5 to 2, you need to find the values of the function y of n. Right? Now the range of k. Now the range of k depends on what? On the range of x of n, that will be equals to minus 2 to 2. Right? So in every example, the arrow position and the number of values given to you may be different. You need to define the range of n and k first. Then using the convolution formula, you need to calculate all the function values for y of n. Then to write down the final answer, you need to take consideration of each and every values. And then you need to mention the arrow to indicate the 0 position. Okay. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you for listening.